Several followers of different faith denominations expressed closeness to the Copts after the terrorist attack in Cairo. The explosion of a bomb in the church caused 25 deaths and wounded at least 50 people. On November 14, the School of Determination was inaugurated at the Augusta Victoria Hospital, which provides pediatric medical care to cancer and kidney failure patients. This was the first pharmacy in Jerusalem. It remained open until mid-900s. Today it preserves a heritage of books, manuscripts, and over 420 vases in the process of restoration. In Jerusalem, 10 Palestinian cooks discovered the secrets of pizza making thanks to the class created by the Italian Agency for Development Cooperation. The class is part of the Startup Palestine program. On Sunday, December 11, a parade of symbolic Christmas floats representing the coming of the child to the grotto invaded the streets of Bethlehem. In this fashion, the city of the Savior is waiting for Christmas. Affliction, pain, and solidarity. These are the sentiments of the people and the delegations who arrive here to extend their condolences to the Coptic Church in Jerusalem. They came from various regions of the Holy Land to express their closeness to the Copts after the terrorist attack on December 11 in Cairo, Egypt, where an explosion inside St. Peter's Church caused 25 deaths and wounded over 50 people.
احنا كتير تأثرنا بهذا العمل الجلل.
We are deeply shocked to hear about this terrorist attack. The people who planned and executed this attack do not belong to any religion. This was an act that lacks humanity and mercy.
لأنه عمل لا يمت الإنسانية ولا الرحمة.
For 3 hours, several Christians, Muslims, and members of the clergy expressed their closeness to the Coptic Church at this difficult time. The terrorist attack was perpetrated through a 12-pound explosive device detonated in the area dedicated to women while the faithful attended the Advent Mass on Sunday. It feels like an earthquake that affects all of us. With everything that is going on, how can we celebrate? Who wants to celebrate Christmas?
شهداء كنيسة مار بطرس هم شهداؤنا وشعبنا يعني نعزي شعبنا.
The martyrs of St. Peter's Church are also our martyrs. First of all, we extend our condolences to the Egyptian people and to members of the Coptic Church. This is an inhumane act, a terrorist act beyond any doubt. This is the result of a plan that excludes altruism. This is lack of acceptance of others.
يعني هذا الحادث المأساوي هو يعني بهدف إشعال فتنة في مصر.
The last major attack on a place of worship dates back to New Year of 2011, when 23 people lost their lives in a Coptic church in Alexandria. Blessed are you when men revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for great is your reward in heaven. There are many verses of the Gospel in which Jesus announces the persecution of those who will follow him, which can lead to death, a holy death. You should say congratulations, because these men have become saints. They got the palms of martyrdom. Best wishes to these new saints who came to worship God and pray. The whole world has condemned the explosion of which ISIS has recently claimed responsibility. In Egypt, the flags were lowered to half-staff and 3 days of national mourning were declared in memory of the new martyrs. In mid-November in Jerusalem, the Augusta Victoria Hospital opened a school for children with cancer and kidney failure. Classes will be held in the children's ward so that the children can continue to study. The Palestinian Minister of Education and Higher Education, Sabri Saddam, called the structure School of Determination, which was created by the hospital in collaboration with the Palestinian Ministry of Health. This project was created by hospital administrators in response to the great need for this type of school, considering that our patients are students. 40 pupils are suffering from kidney failure, 18 of which are able to attend a regular school even though they often still need to skip classes. The children with cancer, however, become suddenly ill, therefore they are forced to interrupt their education for an entire year. Aware of the number of children's absences forced by the continuous treatment sessions at the hospital, the School of Determination aims to help them recuperate the lessons they missed, and for this reason the School of Determination focuses on the main subjects, thanks to a team of teachers of the Ministry of Education and Higher Education.
During the treatment and recovery stages here at the hospital, the children lose their ability to concentrate. Therefore, we often have to repeat the lesson several times. The most important thing for us is to give them an education, but we also want to give them back hope and life. Here they have nothing besides the hospital or their home. They do not have anything to do, so the school has offered them something different and special.
وبيت بس يعني فيش إشي إنه مميز بحياتهم، بالعكس المدرسة كتير أضافت أشياء حلوة لهدول الأولاد.
بالبداية أول ما يعني لما بلشت المدرسة عملنا زي
At the beginning of the school year, we prepare a folder with the social status of each child. We give it to the teachers so that they can follow every child and work with them according to a specific plan which takes into account their capabilities and their health condition.
ويعرفوا كيفية التعامل معه بناء على قدراته العقلية والصحية بنفس الوقت.
Despite the challenges and difficulties faced by the patients, by their parents, and by all their caregivers, everyone agrees on the importance of continuing the youngsters' education process despite their bedridden state while they fight against the disease. And that is what the school's name stands for. Facing the disease not only through treatments and medical care, but also through education. The pharmacy supplied the people of Jerusalem. It was a landmark for the care of the population. According to the historical documents, it was created shortly after the arrival of the Franciscan friars in the city in 1300. It is the pharmacy of the custody of the Holy Land. The structure was closed in the mid-900s, and today it is a wealth of artistic and archaeological heritage thanks to the vessels, the manuscripts, and all the documents accumulated over the centuries. Hence, an exhibition was organized in the halls of the Curia of the Friars.
The idea originated from an opportunity offered by the University of Turin and the Order of Pharmacists of Turin, who became involved in the museum Terra project about a year ago and started a research, a review of archival documents and a study of these vessels.
The outcome is the discovery of a wealth of books that tell the story of the pharmacy as well as its scientific approach. Among the valuables chosen, a herbarium with the pharmaceutical ingredients, a manuscript with written recipes of alchemical symbols, and a more generic volume showing the close connection between the work of the pharmacist and that of the doctor. Over 400 vases kept by the custody. Some of them were selected.
Abbiamo voluto scegliere degli esempi delle diverse scuole.
We wanted to choose models of the various schools, the different backgrounds and the different forms of these vessels. The pharmacy obviously needed vases to contain the different pharmaceutical formulas, liquids, solids, pills. The vessels represent all these different uses.
Presentano questi diversi utilizzi.
Before being exhibited, the vases must go through some restoration steps. The person in charge of these activities is Matus, Polish graduate of Nicholas Copernicus University in Turin, who has been a collaborator of the custody for the past 5 years.
I restore the collection of Franciscan pharmacy. We have over 420 individual pieces. Almost all of them need some restoration. It's just a matter if less or more. In general, they have missing parts like rims, bottom parts, handles. I restored them using gypsum with addition of polyvinyl glue.
Okay, so
Then the next step is painting the restored part, and the final step is to protect the color using acrylic resin.
The vessels date from the 17th or 18th century. The restoration of each vase could last from a few days to up to several weeks. In the laboratory of the custody, archaeologists and restorers work daily to ensure that this heritage is not lost, so that it can be passed down to future generations over the centuries. Pizza margherita or 4-cheese pizza, pizza with za'atar or with salmon. In the first week of December, the pizza was the star of East Jerusalem. 10 young chefs from the Holy City, from Ramallah and Bethlehem, participated in a cooking class at the Azara restaurant. Led by Antonio Di Antonio, pizza vice world champion, the young chefs followed intensive lessons to learn the art of making one of the most famous Italian food in the world.
È stata un'esperienza nuova.
We experimented with new and different things and tastes and shared the importance of a good pizza dough. We reduced salt and sugar, and everyone finally appreciated the classic Italian pizza.
Come la pizza classica italiana.
تعلمت أشياء كتيرة كيف أسوي البيتزا الطليانية الأصلية.
I want to improve my cooking experience because it is a talent that God gave me. I work in this field to improve my skills. I learned a lot of important things.
يعني أنا جد إنه مستفيد منه كتير وإشي كتير حلو.
بالنسبة لإلي كان إشي جديد لأنه طبخ وهيك.
I spent 5 years in Italy and I came here to learn how to make a delicious pizza. I believe that this is an art and I would like to discover its secret. This was a wonderful experience and we ate a lot and learned many things that I never expected to discover.
The idea of the course originated from the first week of Italian cuisine in the world and was organized by the Italian Agency for Development Cooperation. It is one of the activities included in the Startup Palestine program created in 2014 with the purpose of promoting enterprise and employment, improving access to credit with specific training courses. Tourism is a sector that is growing very much in Palestine, especially here in East Jerusalem. These young people, 10 young Palestinians who already have a cooking background, now at the end of this 10-day course are able to make pizza. They will be able to start their own business. Otherwise, the diploma they will receive this evening will be an extra merit in their career as restaurateurs. At the end of the week, every cook received a certificate that attests the new skills, while tourists, local visitors, and good food enthusiasts were able to taste the culinary creations of the team.
It was very good. The blended flavors of the crisp crust and the cheese made a great pizza.
Growing expectations for this holy Christmas in Bethlehem, sounds, lights, and Christmas floats. On Sunday evening, December 11, a colorful and joyful procession invaded the town of Bethlehem, crossing for the second consecutive year the city's main street.
All around the world, people have a story to tell, and we have the best story, the story of the Nativity. This is a historic event, but we wanted to depict it in a new, captivating way for the children.
احنا اليوم مسرورين نحن شايفين كل اهالي بيت لحم.
We are very happy to see how all the inhabitants of Bethlehem, children, men and women, took to the streets to see and enjoy the Christmas parade.
ترمز لقصة الميلاد.
A parade of floats which represented the coming of the baby to the grotto in a new way, an event with the purpose to spread an atmosphere of joy and happiness to all those present.
عملنا هالقوافل هاي السبعة اللي كل واحدة فيهم عم تحكي
7 scenes, each of which tells the story in a new way. Mary, Joseph of Nazareth, the Nativity, the shepherds, the Magi. The things that people love to see at Christmas were also there. Santa Claus, the snowman, sweet treats, white and red colors, all created to increase the children's joy and celebration.
لنزيد بهجة وفرحة هالعيد للأولاد.
It is a great joy to see this event here.
I wanted to come here with my daughter and my wife. My daughter is older now. We hope to be able to come and see it every year. The streets of the Savior's city were filled with hundreds of people, all gathered to watch the parade and take pictures. Young and old, joyful smiles. Bethlehem is waiting for Christmas.
The mission of the Christian Media Center is to bring the message of the Holy Land, the land of the fifth gospel, to the world. Broadcasts, reports, news, documentaries, the latest happenings in the church and of the daily life of Christians in the Holy Land. You can help us in this mission, raising awareness and spreading the message of the Holy Land. Help us. Visit our website,